once again, the late mic check, music check. Okay, well, it's not super loud, not super quiet. That's the main thing. I think it's actually perfect, not gonna lie. Okay, anyway. Let me just share the stream with the PCM SimGame community. Copy that. Like the video. Oh, race statistics, god damn it. There we go. One-off race, World TV 2025. Let's get San Sebastian underway. Geez, the music is loud. Let's turn that down for my ears. But welcome to the morning, you European peeps. For me, it's the evening. It is 6:16 PM. What's that? Must be like 7:15 in the morning for you guys. Getting it done now because I have the time now, and it's 2024 course. We're loading the start list there. Double check our race settings. Normal 311. We're all good to go. Let's have a look at who's on the start list. Arkea with a not really a mountainy team. They're hoping for maybe a breakaway. Bahrain with Clement Champuzon. Cepeda could be their leader also. Benfica with Tej Benut or Thibaut Nice. I reckon Christian Rodriguez would be their leader today with the Carlos Rodriguez picture. Interesting. Bora with Beggioli, McNulty and Pickerel. Credit Agricole, Gil Chacone. Juan Ayuso. That's a strong team here with Credit Agricole. Damage Data, Joseph Blackmore, Sabreo. Ooh, they could be up there in the mix. It all depends what happens in the mountains. FTJ with Primoz Roglic, for fuck's sake. Held Martin Lopez. He's got a pretty strong domestic squad here. HTC with Carlos Rodriguez. There he is without his picture. Otherwise, they've got another pretty strong squad. Hogarth and Farm Freights, randomized team. Mateusz Varcek. That's a strong team. I am Rolex with Mark Soler, Aaron Buru, and Aula. Intermarché, Mike Woods, Lorenzo Fortunato doing well in the Giro in real life. But 50-50 the leader there, or even Jack Haig. Lotto with Leonard Van Edveld. We've skipped Lotto Kern Farmer, apologies. Simon Yates, Steph Carr. Oh, it's a strong squad. Liquid Gas, Alaphilippe Lutsenko open for a bit of a punchy finish. Mapai with not really a strong team at all. I thought Steve Williams did more mountain, but he doesn't. Milram with Skelmos, Schultz, Engelhardt. Netherlands Lottery with Kevin Vermaake. Quickstep with, of course, Wout van Aert, but I think it's more of a day for Madoua or huge Hugh Carthy. Red Bull KTM with Egan Bernal. Christian Scaroni, winner of the recent stage at the Giro d'Italia. Volta, there's a strong team there. Team Sky with Narvaez, Sheffield, Gegenhardt, Fish and Black, Swift, August, Froome. Chris Froome must be their leader here. Team T-Mobile with Jai Hindley. Everyone's got a strong team. What the hell? Anyway, looking into the race, who does the race say is the favourites? Primoz Roglic, of course, Skelmos, Chacone, Wout van Aert, Ayuso, Narvaez, and Van Aert. Oh yeah, cool, it's not too loud anyway. I'm going with Bernal, because I'm a Bernal fanboy. Let's get into the race. we are on the start line, ready to go. Get our rider out of the way, straight away onto 0. Have a look at who the top team is on the list. Primoz Roglic, of course, and Ciccone, and the lowest team is Mapai and Arkea. What a surprise. Who's going to be in the early break? It is Artem Nich, former Russian champion for Mapai GB, and Hubie. Trying to help them is Grondin. Arkea sending 2 men to the breakaway. There goes Netherlands Lottery and Hogarden Farm Frights joining the fun as well. Another Netherlands Lottery rider moving up through the peloton. On the front, Credit Agricole, HTC Sport, Lisbon, Benfica, and Red Bull KTM. There's Herman Pünsteiner, Perikas, Morris, even more behind, Dalby and Bruhi. And they're not letting that one go. Dimension Data is not letting this last lot of riders up the road. With the Oxenberg, Ineos rider not being allowed up the road. There we have it, 6 men up the road, 2 from Netherlands Lottery, 2 from Arkea, 1 from Mapai, 1 from Farm Frights. Look at the hills today. It looks like quite a challenging course, but it should come down to a sprint, although I will see some attacks over the top of this hill, the Pilotiki. 200 kilometers to go as we climb the Anzarate. Man, what the hell is that? And the breakaway here is not super strong. The riders here, Netherlands Lottery, of course, standing out. The Mapai team standing. Hey, look how small Pernsteiner is compared to everyone else, man. Heading back to the peloton. On the front is the Quick Step lads. Groupama FDJ of Primoz Roglic. Credit Agricole. We've got the former Ecuadorian champion Cepeda. Back to the breakaway. The gap is 8 minutes 50. Let's head back on track with these lads here. Nothing's really going to happen until probably the end, but we let the breakaway riders get some exposure. Why has my stream stopped? That's weird. Shouldn't have stopped. Oh, it didn't. It just lagged. How good. Anyway, getting back on track. Now 10 minutes is the advantage of the breakaway. Still 174 k's to go, so they're still unlikely to make it to the finish line. David Decker and Logan Curry on the front. Logan Curry, the New Zealand time trial champion, running for Groupama FDJ in support of Primoz Roglic here at the Classica San Sebastian. Yeah, the Classica San Sebastian was made in 1981. It's got a pretty small history, this race. The first edition was won by Marino Legeretta of Team Teca. He won again in 82 and in 87 for the Caja Ruel squad. Then, of course, is the thumbnail picture, the Caja Ruel jersey, where he won this race. Other previous winners who are notable: Miguel Indurain in 1990, Lance Armstrong in 95, Andre van der Poel in 85, David Rebellin in 97, Laurent Jalabert in 01 and 02, Valverde in 08 and 14. We get to the modern era and we see Luis Leon Sanchez 2010, 2012. Of course, Kwiatkowski in 17, Remco in 19, 22 and 23. Big winners of this race in previous years. Anyway, we're starting the big climb of the day. A few riders getting some drink bottles. The Uraki. What a good climb. Average 8%, max 10.7%. They drop the rider from the breakaway. It's the first rider from Arkea. It is Grondin as we see Pernsteiner attacking on the front. Pedikas, Morris, Nike, they're all just holding in there. The peloton still being led by... no one's really taking too much control. Bora has been pretty invisible in this race. They don't have... Well, they do. They've got McNulty, who's pretty strong, actually, for Bora. Pernsteiner goes once again. This time is Pedikas and Nike, the only two who can follow. Morris has been dropped and he's back with the Arkea boys down the road. However, there is still 120 kilometers to go, so really don't know why they attacked there. Maybe to get their face on TV, and they have done so. Can't wait for PCM 25 when we get the better graphics, and it'll be a great time as we hear our computer chugging away. Puncture for Victor Lefay of Team HTC High Road, but he's still in the peloton. At the back of the peloton, which teams do we have here? We have Mapai in Termache, Rudolf Remke, Carvelho. I'm biased, of course, it's my team. Max Walker, Greyhard. Oh, for fuck's sake. Chris Hamilton. Why is my team always at the back, man? Should have taken Vlasov to San Sebastian. Anyway. These riders are still working well together. 6 minutes is the advantage. 82Ks is definitely a day for the peloton and the GC favourites. I'd like to be able to, maybe in future career modes, be able to see the other riders' energy levels. Who knows? It was 4 minutes 30. This team at Milram on the front for Skelmoser, I'm pretty sure, is the Milram leader. Schultz, there he is. It takes Skelmoser at number 41. That's a beautiful jersey there, the Milram team. I think. Yeah, it's a nice jersey. As they start the penultimate, second to last climb. Puncture for Grondin in the front bunch as we see a cheeky attack. Mateusz Wacek, the first to launch in his wheel. Joseph Blackmore and Kevin Vermaker. Countering from the peloton is Sabrero trying to chase his teammate down. Blackmore. Interesting move by the Dimension Data squad as they climb the Jakibel. Man, pronunciation is foreign words. Remember, at the back of the peloton, we say goodbye to David Decker. David Decker cannot repeat what his father did, I think, I want to say. Father, Eric Decker in the year 2000. Peter Oxenberg also dropped for the Milram squad. It is Lotto now who find themselves on the front. Both Kern, House and the regular Lotto squad, Liquid Gas, Bora, Red Bull, KTM. There are now two bunches of riders up the road. Sabero cannot quite get across to that front bunch. I'm not sure what the Dimension Data squad were thinking. Grondin, of course, dropped from the initial breakaway after getting that puncture. Interesting move by that team, of course. There goes Oscar Onley and Alexei Lutsenko. Little cheeky attack over the top. Mateusz Skelmoser counters, followed by Wout van Aert. The favourites are going early. Chris Nealons do a nice lead out there. Hugh Carthy late to Rassovon. Lutsenko, who started the move, cannot quite keep up as the bunch is split into more groups. Another group on the road. Magnus Cort Nielsen, Jai Handley, and Marc Soler. The peloton now being led by HTC High Road of Victor Lefay and Chris Laporte. Carlos Rodriguez here sitting towards the fore. More riders are dropped off the back of the peloton, losing positions here. 2 climbs to go in this classic at San Sebastian. Next climb is the Erlates, 6.8% average, 12.6%. Let's grab a time gap from, I want to say, Artem Knight. She's probably got the best mountain stat there too. Let's go to, where's Primoz Roglic, because the game says he's the favourite, so he's likely going to win, but who really knows? Right, there he is there. Now we have 3 minutes as the advantage, so still the peloton is the favourite to take the stage. 46 kilometres to go. Grondin still not caught by the Vacek group. The two Dimension Data riders have grouped up at 50 seconds behind. Chris Nealons, Skelmoser, Wout van Aert, Hugh Carthy, a few riders with domestics. These two chase groups have grouped up together. Attila Volta has attacked from inside the peloton. The Hungarian national champion, he makes his way up to the Skelmoser group. Behind him we have Stef Kras for Lotto Kernhaus. Bergioli for Bora. Everyone is just trying to jump across now. There goes Magnus Sheffield, HTC. They're still controlling the pace. They're not going to send their leaders up the road. Looks like it could all come back together in these big groups here, but up at the very front group on the road, the 5 riders have become 4 as Morris is dropped from Netherlands. Lottery squad, Mateusz Wacek still on in the Blackmore group, pacing hard. Kevin Vermaake just passing his teammate there. Morris has dropped completely out of the way. The Blackmore groups just has made contact with the front of the race as Skelmoser attacks from behind him, caught Nielsen with him. Interesting move by HTC. Skelmoser goes straight to the front and powers on. There's only 48 seconds now between them and Primoz Roglic. It looks like it's all going to come back together on the penultimate climb. Theo Gegenhardt for Team Sky on the right hand side of the road. Is he moving up the peloton trying to move Egan Bernal into position? Even Jonathan Narvaez it could be. Primoz Roglic, no domestics left, he's just chilling at the front. We're going to cancel our time gap thing now as Artem Naic has been dropped. Breakaway, it is now Skelmoser, Vermaake, Blackmore and Wacek. We say goodbye to their domestics who were here. Pettercast, the last from the original breakaway. Mateusz Wacek, who was pulling all day in that secondary move, has now dropped Blackmore and caught Nielsen. It's just Skelmoser who is continuing. 36 kilometers to go. Gap from Skelmoser now to the peloton. 6 seconds on the right hand side is Marc Soler of I Am Rolex launching attack. Primoz Roglic and Wout van Aert are the first to counter. Pelio Sanchez is sent to the front to work for Team HTC of Carlos Rodriguez. Wait, why has the gap gone like that? Some rider's been dropped. Skelmoser and Kort Nielsen out in front. The group has split once again. McNulty misses out, Yates misses out, Benoot misses out. Some of these big GC leaders or team leaders missing out on this very, very important swing. And of course, there's no Mapai riders here at the front. How good. Sent the wrong riders to the wrong race. Skelmoser still holding a 30-second lead as he descends down the climb. Only one more hill to go. The second bunch on the road, Stef Kras working for Adam Yates on the front. Benfica sending Christian Rodriguez and Tej Benoot up. Once again, no Mapai riders. There's Stephen Williams way at the back. For fuck's sake, should have sent something with Bitter Mountain. Anyway, at the front, Skelmoser is about to be caught by Pelio Sanchez of Team HTC, Jairo Ciccone and Filippo Zana on the front. Archie Ryan for Lotto. Of course, is Venetzveld. Mike Woods, the Canadian national champion, with his 2 domestics, Fortunato and Jack Haig still in the peloton. We see an attack now from Wout van Aert of Team Quickstep. Wout van Aert goes on the attack. First to respond is Credit Agricole, who sends Zana up to the front to do some pacemaking, but Skelmoser and Berardi on the attack once again. Wout van Aert has a 20-second lead. He looks like it could be reducing. There's quite a bit of there's quite a flat stretch now before we get to the climb of the day, the final climb on the Classica San Sebastian. A little bit of a stalemate here as the peloton slows to 40 kilometers an hour. Wout van Aert still going 45, is keeping the gap about 34 seconds. Harold Martin Lopez now for Primoz Roglic increases the pace. He's just trying to make it harder for the adversaries of Primoz Roglic. We see there's 2 groups now have joined up. Interesting by a few riders here. Tesfazion, the Eritrean national champion for Team Dimension Data, is in this group. 30 seconds now, the gap from Wout van Aert on the left hand side. We've seen an attack from Kwiatkowski. Is it an attack or is he just increasing the pace? Everyone is trying to get into his wheel. Kwiatkowski pulls off. His day is done. He did his attack on the front to increase the pace and his work. Skelmoser is now pushing the pace. He flicks his elbows now up to Primoz Roglic to do the chasing. Rodriguez, as you see, skips a turn, gets in there hiding behind Skelmoser, whereas Egan Bernal, the man who I said would win the stage, he's not even here. Is Bernal even at this race? It's the wrong time to look at the thing anyway, isn't it? It probably isn't. Oh well. Oh yes, Red Bull KTM. Anyway, Attacked by Rodriguez. He attacks up the climb but does nothing quite so much. Chacone now goes with Narvaez. Rodriguez. Luchenko goes once again. Van Etveld in the wheel on the left hand side of the road is Pecha, Scaroni, Lescano. Interesting. These trees are blocking the view. We'll zoom in a bit to get up right close personal to the riders. They're about to crest the final climb of the day. Leonard Van Etveld tries something but dies. On the right hand side, will we see a sneaky attack? Nope. Van Etveld has attacked once again. 16 riders have been dropped. Skelmos is out the back of Ben Swift. He's kept up this long. Well done to him. Heading back to the front of the race. Looks like 13 men will get away up the road. There's Egan Bernal. I just saw him. There he is. He's in great form to win this race. Volta leads the second group. McNulty, Ayuso, Cepeda's there. 4.8 kilometers to go. There's 2 riders from T-Mobile. Who's got the punch? Luchenko's got a punch. Who's with him? Julien Alaphilippe could take the stage for Team Liquigas. He's also got a bit of acceleration on, but there goes Egan Bernal. Takes a few riders by surprise. Carlos Rodriguez is the first to counter in as well as Magnus Cort Nielsen. Looks like they've changed up their strategy. Will they be sprinting for Magnus Cort Nielsen? No. 1.8 kilometers to go. 22 riders now. The Volta group is caught back up, and Volta heads straight to the front. He is blocked by Jack Haig. 1.2 kilometers to go. There goes Julien Alaphilippe. He leads out Alexei Luchenko, and a 1-2 for Liquigas is on the cards. Liquigas first with Alaphilippe, second with Luchenko, Pecha in third for T-Mobile, then Van Etveld, Hendley and Cort Nielsen. Well, what in the Mickey Mouse was that? But it's alright. Egan Bernal finishes 19th. Last rider on the course, David Decker. Not going to repeat his famous father's exploit in the year 2000, where he won, looks like a long-range attack by 4 seconds ahead of Andrei Chmil and the Romans Weinsteins. Looking at the podium of the Classica San Sebastian, there we have Julien Alaphilippe of Team Liquigas on the podium, receiving his flowers for winning the race. Red Bull KTM team classification. There we are, top 60. What an interesting outcome there. Where did Roglic finish? Roglic wasn't even there in that front group. Arkea 54th with Gisbert, Cepedas 15th for Bahrain, 17th for McNulty, Credit Agricole 11th, 29th for Primoz Roglic, way out of contention, HTC 6th and 9th. Varchek in 35th, he tried those great moves. Soler in 20th, Woods in 7th, Haig in 12th, Liquigas 1st, 2nd, Lotto in 4th, Lotto Kernhaus 32nd for Simon Yates, Mapai GP 53rd. Man, I gotta see about mountain riders. Netherlands Lotteries 21st, Quickstep 14th, Volta, Red Bull KTM 13th and 19th, and even 22nd was Caroni. Sporty Lisbon 8th with Tej Benut, T-Mobile 3rd and 5th. I mentioned data 16th. Team Milram Skalmoza, who was pretty active throughout the race, 24th. Team Sky 10th with Narvaez Froome 122nd. Interesting, did Froome get last, did he? He did not, David Decker did. What an interesting race. Ha. Of course you like it, Buttle. Anyway, thanks for tuning in for this. We will be streaming the Tour de Skisland or something, some Conti only race in a few minutes. Thank you. Where's the stream ending? There it is there. Ka-chow.